Hello everyone, my name is Strawberry Singh and I've been a Second Life resident since 2007. I also run a Second Life blog which covers fashion, lifestyle, travel, different topics, and I've been running that since 2007 as well. And lately I've started making videos about Second Life, and I noticed since I started doing that I've gotten a whole new viewership of people asking me a lot of questions because they're not very familiar with SL, and they've requested, a lot of you have requested that I do like an introduction to SL series type thing. So I'm gonna give this a try. So it's gonna be a series of videos that I'll probably do over the next few days or week. I'm going to start with creating an account, logging in for the first time, how to move around a little bit, some tips and tricks that I have myself, and then also how to purchase items, where to purchase a mesh body, mesh head, etc., so on and so forth. I'm just going to give a few examples of things. If you do have more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I hope you find it informative. Okay, so first thing when you want to start off with Second Life is you want to go to secondlife.com and you want to create an account. Okay, so when you go to the page right now, it looks like this. They've got like an Olympic theme going on, which is kind of neat. So if you scroll down, you'll see you'll notice like a join now button somewhere. You just click on that. Now they have groups of avatars that you can choose from. You can choose from the classic, you can choose from vampires, or you can choose from people. I would like to suggest, to make things a lot easier for yourself, do not pick one of the people or vampires, because the reason that I'm saying this is because they come with other external mesh bodies and faces and avatars that you're wearing, and then you're gonna have, it's just gonna make it a little bit more confusing to remove those things if you want to change your avatar, or if you want to try on a different mesh bodies or heads and so forth. It's gonna add unnecessary steps to the process. So I would recommend refraining choosing one of these avatars unless you like the look of one of these avatars, and you just want to look like that your whole time and you're not interested in changing your look. Then sure, go for it, pick one of these. So I would say stick with the classic. The classic is the default Second Life shape and head that I think they've gotten Second Life designers some to come and add their input or make some of these things, and a lot of these avatars are very, very cute. So I'm going to pick one of these avatars really quick just to so I think I'm going to pick this cute little girl with the boots here, the red hair. Okay, so I say you choose your avatar, so I'm going to pick her, and you get to the screen. Now what you want to do is you want to pick a name. Long time ago we were allowed to choose two names, so we had a first name and a last name, like I do, like Strawberry Singh. They've changed that over the years, and now you can only pick one username, so there's no last names anymore. Your last name will be resident. So you want to pick a name that you will be comfortable sharing with everybody. I know there are a lot of people that pick random, like I chose Strawberry because I was eating a bowl of strawberries. And sometimes I regret that because, you know, when you're trying to do some professional work, you're kind of embarrassed, like I chose the name Strawberry, but you know what I'm saying. So you want to pick something that, you know, will be professional at the same time, because you never know what you're going to end up doing in SL. SL is like a second life, so it's not necessarily what everybody says it's all about, you know, porn or sex or whatever. There's a lot more to it. So I'm going to take a moment to pick a name that is available. Okay, so I decided to go with Singh because it was hard to think of a name that I didn't have to put numbers for. Like, you can't just pick Kathy because it's already taken. So maybe you want to do like a combination of a first and last name. So I'm just going with Singh because I can't really think of anything else. So I checked the availability and it says it's there. So I'm going to go to my next step, and then what you're going to do is you're going to enter your email address and you're going to sign up with all of the pertinent information. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill out your email, your birth date, a password. You can pick one of the secret questions, fill that out, and then you're going to say, I don't want to email, I don't want any special offers, and I have read accept because I don't really want to get spammed with stuff. So Look at this. And then you create your account. So you press create your account. Once you've created your account, you're going to get this page. Right now, I'm going to stick with a free account. I actually still have a free account. I've never been premium. So you can see you can do a lot without becoming premium. But of course, if you want to get the premium account, you also get a whole bunch of things like a home. You get some extras. You get some Linden dollars. And it's only $6 a month. So if you're interested in that, you can go for that. But just for this little segment, I'm just going to pick free right now. So my account is activated, and now I can download and install Second Life. So if you click on that, it takes me to the download page. It's telling me to save my file. I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to install it real quick. Now I'm installing the Second Life viewer. I usually use the Firestorm viewer. The Firestorm viewer is a lot easier for me to use, so probably in another one of my videos I'll show you that one. But for this little demonstration, I'm going to show you the Firestorm viewer. Okay, so I'm going to log in now. I had already installed it from before, so this is another ID that I have. So I'm going to now log in with my new ID that I had created, and I guess I can just do last location. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to take me, so we'll find out. So I'm going to log in right now. And I have to agree to the terms. You guys should actually really read this. I never do. So this is the first time I'm logging in with this account. So it's logged me into Learning Island, you see up here? And this G means that it's general, right? So anybody could come here. You can be of any age. You'll notice as you're traveling around different Sims and such. This is me right here, see? Sakina Singh. When you're traveling around different Sims and stuff, you might notice an M or an A for adult Sims. I think you have to be an appropriate age for that, so just keep that in mind, and that's where you'll end up finding things that might not be appropriate. So I know a lot of people say, oh, as soon as you log into SL, you'll find these things, but that's not the case. Okay, so we are in Welcome Island, or Learning Island, and they're going to tell you how to move. It's very easy. I know a lot of the people, I've seen a few videos of people trying to use Second Life and they don't know how to do it. It's very easy. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move forward and sideways. I'm just gonna follow where it's telling me to go, where this arrow is. Also, as you can walk, if you press Control R, you'll end up running. You see? If you press page up, you'll do a jump, and if you obviously move forward at the same time with the forward, you'll jump and move forward like that. Okay, so it was telling me to come here, use WASD or the arrows to move. Okay, it's very easy. Another thing that you can do, which people ask me a lot about, is how do I cam around? You press Control Alt, and I use the left mouse key, and I click, and I'm able to cam around like that. You see that? So I can look around everywhere. I can cam really far out. If you actually go to the advanced menu, which I believe you open up by pressing Control Alt Q. No, that's the develop menu. So the advanced menu is Control Alt D. Yeah. So press Control Alt D and you'll get this advanced menu pop up here. And you can limit select distance, disable camera constraints. You can check high-res snapshots and quiet snapshots to decks. You can check all of these, and that helps you more with camming around and for taking pictures quietly and so forth. But I'll get into taking pictures. Also, you notice on this viewer you have these little tabs here. Sometimes it's hard to tell what this all means, especially if you're new to it. If you right-click on it, you can change it to icons and labels, so it actually writes like it says right there. It's written what it is. So and you can actually change what kind of options you want. There's some at the bottom here and some at the side here. You can change those things So if you can go to toolbar buttons, okay? Now I like to have about land on this side, so when I travel in different places, I can just go to the about land and it'll tell me all of the information about the land, who owns it, what group is used as maintenance, so forth, stuff like that. So, and there's the covenant and tells me all the information. So I like to actually have that available here. I don't like to have the avatar because I'm not really one for using these avatars. So I actually just drag that back into this, so I don't need it over here. I like having appearance. I like having my inventory here. I like having search. I'll tell you how to use a search later on. You can leave places. I don't normally like it there, so I move it. You can look at the mini map to see how many people are on the same sim as you right now. If you hover over the green dots, it'll tell you even the names of the people that are on the sim, see? And of course the snapshot is for taking pictures, so we can take our first picture right now. When you want to take a picture, you want to save it to your disk, so it goes to your computer and not your Facebook, unless you want to go directly to your Facebook or your Twitter or your Flickr. So I always save to disk, and I change it to as high as I can go, because the higher the resolution, the better the quality. So I'm going to go with, I think 616 is the highest I can go with my screen resolution. I constrain proportions so the proportions aren't all messed up, and then I'll refresh and I'll hit save. And I think the first time you hit save, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. Here. There we go. Okay. And it's saved. And then later on I'll show you the picture that I took. Okay, so I also like to have preferences here. I'm just going to set this up really quickly. You can also have marketplace available here too, so you can go to it easily if you want, or you can sell things on the marketplace. So those are the things I like to have on this side. On the bottom side, I like to have people. This is my profile, and then camera controls and such you can leave down there. So I hope that kind of sums up how you get around SL. Okay, so it's telling me to press the press page up or E to jump from platform to platform, right? So over here, there's like these little gaps in the platform, see? And I almost fell. And there we go, see, now I've fallen. How do I get up? Because I can't fly over here, right? So you gotta be careful. Can jump up here, and we'll move forward at the same time. So this is actually a pretty comprehensive little thing they have here. We should teach you how to move around exactly. So the next skill is coming up. And this one says hold page up or E to fly up the ramp. Okay. Alright, so now we can see how the terms over here have changed. Now we can fly. So if you hold page up and you keep holding it, you can start flying. Or if you go page down, you go all the way down. If you press home, oh, they don't let you press home. Okay. So press, okay, I have to go up there. There we go. If you press the home button, you can fly as well. And we're gonna fly out of here. Keep going up. And there we go. And now we go down over here. There we go. So you know, page up or pressing the home key lets you fly. Pressing the end key makes you fall down. Or pressing page down and holding it down keeps you down. This one is Alt, zoom, and rotate. Okay, so this is what I was telling you before. You press Control Alt and you can press shift as well, and you can go up and down and all, but I don't like pressing shift because it kind of throws off my camera angle. I like to just press Control Alt, and then I use my mouse just to go everywhere like that. You see? So you press Control, you press Alt. Here, let me move back a little bit. Okay. So you press Alt. If you press Alt, you can go all the way around yourself. If you press Control Alt, you can go up and down and all the way around yourself. Okay? If you press Control Alt and Shift, you're moving the whole camera angle, like you're moving the camera. You're not actually moving the view. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Anyways, see, you're okay, there we go, you're panning. That's what you're doing. Okay. So hopefully that covers that. Now, if you want to stop running, you press Control R again, and you'll stop running. And then you press Control R again, and you'll start running again. Okay, so it took me to this other location. You can now explore Learning Island. Press Enter or Chat to talk to others. You can leave Learning Island through the portal in the middle. Okay, so there's a portal in the middle, so you can now somewhere exit here. Okay, so if you want to chat to somebody, like there's somebody over here, you open up this chat button. Oh, he's already messaging me. Okay, so you open up this chat button. Now, if I type in nearby chat, that means everybody around us can see what I'm chatting. So if I say hello, everybody around us, who if there was anybody else, they would see it too. But what he did was he sent me an instant message. So this is just between me and him, right? So he right-clicked on me and he pressed I am. Okay? And great, thank you. Now, another thing you can do is when you meet somebody new, you can actually look up their profile to see what they have written in their profile. Obviously, he's probably somebody new like me, so he just joined right now, so he doesn't really have anything in his profile, and I probably don't have anything in my profile either, right? See, this is there's like a feed as well on the My Second Life that you can share interests. So I can add my interests, I can add different things. I'll show you how to update your profile later, okay? So I'm gonna be a little bit rude. And leave him there, and I'm gonna exit. So when I exited, it took me to Social Island. Okay, I've never actually been here before, but it looks like it's like a bunch of new people that have just joined SL. Welcome to Social Island. Okay, and they have a little tutorial here. I guess that's right, they show you how to mess with your your volume settings. I don't really like to keep my volume very high. Now you'll notice in chat there are people talking. See here? Another thing I want to get rid of is I want to get rid of these steps. I don't really need them anymore, so I can detach that. Okay. Another thing you want to look at is when you actually, the first time you go into SL. Okay, there's no way for me to detach. When the first time you go, you want to actually go to the Me menu up here. And over here you can change your profile like I showed you earlier. You can go to edit profile and you can go change your profile picture. You can change your display name if you want, your biography. You can add all your interests here. Okay, I have to figure out how to get rid of this thing, but then you go to preferences. I really encourage everybody to check out preferences and get familiar with it. When you start with general, you can turn off name tags. When you turn off name tags, everybody's names that you see on top of their heads, like you see mine says Sakina Singh, and over there if you turn it off, you won't see their names anymore. I usually do that when I'm like making videos and such, in SL. You can change it to seeing just people's usernames. If you have people on your friends list, you can get your friends highlighted. You can have different options here. Graphics is what's really important, right? Graphics is what's going to help you move around, especially if you don't have a powerful PC that you're using. I usually keep my graphics on ultra, and once I keep it on ultra, you want to keep your now Firestorm has a lot more graphics, or maybe I'm not okay, advanced settings, that's what I want to look at. So you can go into advanced settings and you can mess around with the complexity and the draw distance, and the lower that you keep these things, the better performance you'll get. Like you'll get less lag. You'll see when you lower the complexity over here, you'll see people that are wearing a lot of items that are very heavy and then cause a lot of lag. You'll see them as like jelly dolls. I'll cover that in another video, hopefully in the future. So this is what you have. Like play around with this stuff. This is what's going to help you have a smoother experience in SL. And especially if you're planning to turn on shadows to take high resolution images and stuff, that's also going to lag you out. So just keep an eye on all of that. I think that they had started me on high, so I'll leave it on high for now. And then you can mess around with your sound settings, your chat settings. You can play typing animation. I like getting email IMs offline when I'm offline, so I don't miss anything. Notifications, if I spend money, if I get money, when my friends log in and out, which can be, if you have a lot of big friend lists, can be really difficult to handle. So anyways, check out the preferences under the Me menu. It's really important. Get yourself familiar with it, okay? Alright, what else do people ask me a lot about? People ask me how I get different lighting in SL. To get different lighting in SL, if you go to World and Environment Editor and you go to Sky Presets, I usually go to Edit Presets, because then there's like a whole bunch of presets that are already here that I had loaded from before, and I can teach you how to do that in another video. Or if you go to my Winlight settings page on my blog, which I'll link to, which actually there is a link to in my description of every video, there's instructions there on how to install these Winlights. So you can pick one of these Winlights, like let's say if I pick one of these, so see how the lighting changed, right? And you can mess with the angle of the sun, right? If I want to make myself brighter, if I want the sun behind me, and I want the shadow coming from the other side, etc. Okay? You can mess with the sun position too. But anyways, that's what the lighting, that's how you change the lighting in SL, okay? So you can mess around with that. Let's see, what else? So we've talked about chatting with people, we've talked about moving around, about settings, and about lighting. And I think that should be good for the first series I'm still running here. The next series I'm going to teach you guys is how to change your clothes, purchase clothing. I know a lot of people ask about mesh bodies and mesh heads and such. That's actually one thing that I'll show you. I want to kind of go into a private area in case I accidentally disrobe myself. Okay. Remember when I said you want to have your inventory here? Now, your inventory is important because it shows you what you have, what you own right now. Right now you're probably wearing a lot of items from the library, obviously, because this is what the avatar looks like, right? She's got her boots on and all that stuff. So all that is in the library. But you can actually go to current outfit and you can see that you're wearing. So my whole outfit is called Daisy. Okay. And this is her eyelash remover, because the system eyelashes can be a little bit of a pain. This is an alpha. This is the skin. These are shoes. This is a shoe base. Shoe alpha for to hide your feet. This is your shape, actually, so you can actually edit that. But I don't think they actually give you an editable version. outfit alpha, lashes, hair, eyes, brows, and an animation overrider. Wow, they really give you a lot of stuff when you start out these days. When I started back in 2007, I didn't have an animation overrider. I didn't have any of these things. I used to like duck walk everywhere. So this is how you can see what you're currently wearing. When you purchase a mesh body, you're gonna get like another alpha that's going to hide this whole body here, and then you wear the mesh body on top of it, and I'll show you that in the next video. But all these alphas, what they're doing is they're hiding the parts of your body. Like the shoe alpha is hiding your feet right now, so they're not sticking out of the boots. So you got to learn how that works, how alphas work in SL, right? And what they do is they hide the default classic Second Life body, and so you can wear these mesh clothes and mesh shoes over it, okay? And I think the best way to show that is using my older account, and I'll show you how to go and purchase the bodies, because on this one I don't have any money, but here, let me show you what you want to do. Is if you want to change your look, if you want to keep this avatar, that's cool. I mean, I think she looks pretty fantastic. But if you want to really update your look, if you want to get a mesh body, a mesh head, all that, all those things will cost you Linden dollars. And in order to purchase those things, you need to purchase Linden dollars or find a way to make that money in World. Now, I've never actually purchased Linden dollars myself. I started offering photography services and such, and I had a few friends help me out at the starting. But most people, majority of the people, purchase their Linden dollars. So what you want to do is you want to click on here, where you see where it says 0 lindens. That means I don't have any money right now. So you can click there to buy lindens, and you can start off with buying. Okay, it says that I don't have any payment info on file. Okay, so you need to go to your Second Life right here. There we go, it logged me in. Okay, so this is where you purchase your lindens. I think like 10 bucks gets you 2,500 lindens, which is quite a bit, but I think if you want to get really all meshed out and stuff, you need about around 10,000 lindens, I think. I think that's how much these days, after buying a mesh body, a mesh head, some decent mesh clothes and such, that's probably how much you're going to end up spending around. So you'll need about like 40 bucks to invest in to really update your look, okay? So just giving you a roundabout figure. I don't know, you can start with something less, because there are places where you can pick up freebies, and I actually have a Second Life newbie resource which has on my blog, which I'll also link to, which has a lot of links and so forth places that offer free items, but those things have been there for a while, so they're not exactly like updated. They're not like mesh necessarily. A lot of them are old flexi things from 2008 or something like that. So if you want the latest stuff, you're probably gonna have to spend money, and then watch when, you know, designers that are making mesh these days, when they give out free gifts and so forth, okay? So now this video has gotten to be very long. I'm going to end it here, and next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my regular avatar, and I'm going to take her shopping and show you guys how to purchase once you've got the money, the lindens, and you can purchase a mesh body and mesh heads and so on and so forth. And I hope this was informative. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye.